Our brains are extraordinary machines, capable of processing vast amounts of information and making complex decisions. Yet for all their power, our minds are susceptible to biases that can cloud our judgment. One such bias, known as belief bias, influences how we evaluate information and make decisions based on our existing beliefs. Belief bias occurs when we judge the strength of an argument based on our prior beliefs, rather than on the actual logic or evidence presented. Put simply, if we agree with the conclusion of an argument, we're more likely to accept it as true, even if the reasoning is flawed. Conversely, if an argument leads to a conclusion that contradicts our beliefs, we may reject it outright, regardless of its validity. This innate tendency to favor our preconceived notions can lead us astray, preventing us from seeing the world clearly and making sound judgments. Imagine a vast cosmic web with each belief a star connected by intricate strands of reasoning. Belief bias acts like gravity, pulling us towards the familiar constellations of our existing beliefs, even if they obscure our view of the larger universe of knowledge. To navigate the cosmos of information effectively, we must understand the forces that shape our perceptions, including the powerful influence of belief bias. By acknowledging this bias and learning to mitigate its effects, we can begin to see the universe and ourselves with greater clarity. Belief bias, like a subtle distortion in the fabric of space-time, warps our perception of reality. It influences our decisions in subtle yet profound ways, often without our conscious awareness. From the mundane to the momentous, this cognitive bias can lead us down paths we might not otherwise choose. Imagine you're passionate about environmental conservation and firmly believe that climate change is real and caused by human activity. You encounter an article arguing that climate change is a natural phenomenon unrelated to human actions. Despite the article's scientific-sounding language, you might be inclined to dismiss it immediately, without carefully considering the evidence presented. Your pre-existing belief acts as a filter, coloring your interpretation of the information, and leading you to favor evidence that supports your view, while discounting contradictory data. This selective attention to information, fueled by belief bias, can create echo chambers where our beliefs are constantly reinforced, making it difficult to engage in objective reasoning and consider alternative perspectives. We may surround ourselves with like-minded individuals, consume news from sources that align with our views, and avoid information that challenges our beliefs. While this can provide a sense of comfort and validation, it can also lead to intellectual isolation and hinder our ability to make well-informed decisions. The consequences of belief bias extend beyond personal choices. They can impact our interactions with others, shape public discourse, and even influence political landscapes. When we cling too tightly to our beliefs, we risk creating divisions and hindering our ability to find common ground. Recognizing the pervasive influence of belief bias is crucial for fostering critical thinking, promoting constructive dialogue, and navigating the complexities of a world brimming with diverse perspectives. Recognizing belief bias is, crucial because it helps us make more rational decisions. When we understand that our beliefs can cloud our judgment, we can take steps to mitigate this effect. This awareness, allows us to evaluate information more objectively, leading to better outcomes in both our personal and professional lives. Additionally, acknowledging belief bias can improve our critical thinking skills and help us engage in more meaningful, productive discussions. So how can we combat belief bias? Well, here are a few practical tips. First, always question your assumptions. Ask yourself if your beliefs are influencing your judgment. Second, seek out diverse perspectives. Engaging with different viewpoints can help you see beyond your own biases. Third, rely on evidence. Make decisions based on facts and data rather than personal beliefs. And finally, practice mindfulness. Being aware of your thought processes can help you identify and counteract belief bias. In conclusion, belief bias is a common cognitive pitfall that affects us all. By recognizing its presence and implementing strategies to combat it, we can make more informed, rational decisions. This not only enhances our personal and professional lives, but also fosters a more open-minded and understanding society. So let's commit to being more aware of our biases and strive to think more critically every day. Thank you for joining us on this journey to better understanding belief bias.